right, fuck it, we're in. Fuck it, we'll do it live. Same.
All right. I mean, I don't blame him.
So they were going to do 2 sets possibly.
Hello.
Hello. All right. I hope our mics are on, but this is Sai being joined by Pow Pow, of course, coming back to you with the top 8 of Midwest Battleground in the same place it was being done for the entire day, starting right now. So it looks like Suspect already has a pretty massive lead, 95% on Ice Spice, Jesus Christ, IceKnight. No, IceKnight is way more relevant than her. But pretty big lead already. IceKnight's kind of just going to have to just kind of hang back in camp because this is just a really high risk-reward scenario for Kazuya. But so far, he's starting to catch up a little bit.
And not to mention, just Suspect, such a flexible Kazuya player. That's something you're going to say about many Kazuya players, but he's really able to just take any interaction and get the absolute most damage out of it that he possibly can. So, and IceKnight doing a good job, though, of just kind of clawing his way back into this game.
Oh, my God.
That hit from a roll's length away.
He said, I'm going to space his aerial as perfectly as his character possibly can. And Kazuya's like, I don't really care about that. Here's an electric, like.
You ever heard a little electric wind god fist?
Right. All right. Is our audio going out to them, by the way?
It is.
Okay, cool.
Just make sure these are on.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah, getting that up smash there, cleaning up that stock. IceKnight, not too bad or worse for wear. Also to note, they did opt for PS2 for this game 1. Definitely going to lend itself to IceKnight playing that more defensive game here. Going to be seeing a lot of shurikens come out, I'm sure, throughout this game, throughout this set. IceKnight just really putting together a great combo right now. Jeez.
Yeah, kind of taking a play you'd expect to see from Kazuya's book, especially being able to use that platform to extend that combo even further. So as challenging as all of this is, we do have ourselves an even game here, and obviously IceKnight wants to slow it down, but he's going to be eating that electric and up B and just barely living on.
Trying to find his way out of this corner. Start his own advantage stay here, trying to hold this stage, but eating that jab. And now Suspect trying to just finish out this stock here. Finding that last hit he needs, but getting another up smash on the platform. That was fantastic coverage and recognition from IceKnight. And now first lead of the set so far, but bleeding out here, not going to be lasting for much longer on this stock too.
And you can tell he's already adapting because like that back air trade on the first stock was so egregious. IceKnight's like, I'm not even going to risk spacing this. I'm just going to wait for you to whiff something, try to force a whiff punish and get my advantage there because Kazuya, as talented as a character as he is, he does kind of struggle in this advantage, and that's really where I think IceKnight is going to be able to kind of like make some good footing on this matchup.
And you're also seeing just how he struggles when he has to initiate that offense too. Isn't able to get these guaranteed uppies out of shield to steal out this stock. And IceKnight just playing a really strong defense.
Nice.
Getting that down tilt in the forward smash will take it at 75.
That was really, really good, especially considering like people can kind of like pester Kazuya off stage and like kind of reset the scenario, but they don't really like kill him for recovering very often. But finding that 2-frame, not only was that like a massive punish, that looks like something he can probably pretty consistently do. So that's a huge issue for Suspect going into the rest of the set.
And for those that don't know, I believe the most recent time these guys played was Invincible 8 last year, about 8 months ago. And Suspect did take that in a very close Game 5. So IceKnight looking to even up the score here. And actually seeing Suspect take them here to Kalos Pokemon League. Probably trying to make the most of that big space in the middle. No platforms for IceKnight to escape, but also just gives IceKnight, again, a lot of room to play with those shurikens and move around Suspect.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking too. Like, I understand the concept of like just trying to smother him somewhat, but Greninja's so mobile, it's going to be really easy. Like, if IceKnight is committed to just being really, really defensive, it's going to be tough to track him down here. But either way, only a few percent separating us so far. Great cross-up neutral air, not going to deal with that electric or that up B out of shield because we know that's a massive punish from Kazuya. But yeah, Suspect getting caught by the Hydro Pump and nearly losing that stock.
And IceKnight just really putting on his thinking cap in this set so far, really mixing up his timings, his decision-making here and there, but that's not going to matter when you just iframe through it and get that down B with the Rage Drive. That'll sell out the stock absolutely.
Yeah, that was huge. I think the Rage might have thrown Suspect off that combo. IceKnight was barely able to maneuver out of it. Of course, immediately takes a stock for it because that could have been an easy 0-to-death for Suspect. So definitely good awareness on him.
And finally, getting an unsafe on shield there is IceKnight. Now, Suspect starting to find those grabs, but not getting too much percent out of them so far. It feels like As far as damage per hit, IceKnight's been getting a lot more consistently so far.
Which is not what you expect in this matchup. You expect it to be like, you have 3 chances to make this happen because, like, Kazuya is so good at, like, finding those 0 deaths, and Greninja loves to be within electric range. He loves to hang out on your shield with those, you know, cross-up neutral lasers and things like that. But, yeah, IceKnight's movement has just been really, really strong, and he's starting to get a good lock on Suspect's defensive habits, too. He's starting to call out these air dodges more, too.
And just those quick back airs, too, coming out from IceKnight time and time again when he has the advantage state. And just finding another one of those forward smashes. What?
That was insane. I think he only died like 100 on Kalos as Kazuya. Like, that's crazy to see.
And just really early in the set, too, it feels like IceKnight has the hard download on a lot of these defensive options from Suspect. Getting a lot of early stocks and making it really hard for Suspect to find his footing in this set. And here, being pushed off stage once again, going deep into the blast for that back air and not quite going to take it. But, man, IceKnight is applying all the pressure.
It really is. Already got him lapped to percent here. Kind of reaching a little bit, trying to find an up smash, expecting IceKnight to be on top of his shield. But even in those situations where it's like a little bit of a scramble, great nair to fair right there. In those situations where it's a scramble, IceKnight is like, all right, the first time I stuck a poke out just to see what would happen, I died. So I'm just going to commit to being faster than you and getting out of the way. And that's exactly what he needed to keep that lead there, because anytime he overextends, Kazuya is just deleting that stock.
And yet, IceKnight just putting on just enough pressure in those advantage states and picking his spots so carefully that he's able to take these guaranteed percentages and just continue to push and push and push Suspect off stage. And now we're looking at what was, you know, previously a really close Game 5, and this has been all IceKnight.
Yeah, it really has been. It seems like Suspect is fine running it back to Kalos. Again, I don't think it's like in most other matchups, I would obviously understand why Kazuya wants this stage, but I'm like, I don't know. IceKnight is maneuvering on this really, really well. I think maybe smothering him to, like, Smashville, like SBF, might have been a little bit easier, you know, as far as, like, just tracking him down. But either way, hopefully Game 3 can work a little better for Suspect. Parry into a 37% combo, not exactly what he wanted. IceKnight going to get to live another day and rack up great damage himself right after it.
And not to mention, too, like on a stage like Smashville, you have those platforms mid-stage that you can extend with Kazuya, but so far, not necessarily needing them. Finally starting to get those openings you would expect from Suspect. Already has IceKnight here, gets that up B, still this first stock, and this is the first big lead Suspect has had in quite some time in this set.
Yeah, he really needed that. But like I was saying, with him tracking out his defensive habits, kind of got a little crazy with that up B right there, and IceKnight found a good punish. But Suspect still looking pretty solid. Hasn't been bullied up the ledge too terribly, but I feel like that could definitely start happening later in.
Yeah, and Suspect, a much more well-rounded player than you see from,
nice.
Deep edge guard, deep edge guard. But you're off stage here, okay, regrab, surviving there. But as I was saying, a very well-rounded Kazuya player, because he has his ledge trap, he can mix up his advantage state as he needs to, depending on the percentages, combos. So we're probably going to see him, if he's able to keep this set alive, continue to push those ledge traps like you're talking about. And just, you know, has IceKnight right where he needs him right now. Just needs to find that one more electric wind god fist. And up B will probably do it here pretty soon.
I mean, even a non-rage art command grab might do it at this point. But you see him definitely, like, just trying to figure it out, back throwing him off. Laser going to get him some free damage here. I think we need to see, like, a consistent punish for Greninja from the ledge. And that's easier said than done, because that character is, like, crazy fast, so it's hard to, like, get that right every time. But we definitely need that, because right now, great up B out of shield. IceKnight was just one down tilt or dash attack away from tying things back up.
Yeah, that down tilt up smash would have absolutely taken the stock there with that full tank of rage that IceKnight had. So now the rage drive is on deck here. Needs to keep him off stage here. Won't let him land. Nice. He's been finding those back airs time and time again when he has Suspect off stage, and that will take it and even things pretty much back up here.
Yeah, I feel like Kazuya's recovery is strong, but if the opponent is really patient and just waits for him to, like, make a committal move after the recovery, it's easy to punish it, and that's exactly what IceKnight did 3 times in a row there. Nice 34% straight off on this next stock. Still pretty far down here. Has to be so careful on what he's willing to throw out. Even that dash attack nearly gave Suspect the game right there. You can tell Suspect wants it. He really needs a round to get this momentum going, but right now, IceKnight clawing his way back in there, 64%, and this Hydro Pump could spell disaster if Suspect isn't careful.
And here we go. There's also that got to keep in mind that Kazuya has more frames on his jump squat than the rest of the cast. I believe it's either 6 frames, 9 frames. And that's what IceKnight continues to shark and call out with these back airs, catches them in that jump. But That down tilt was very safe, perfectly spaced, and that up smash will take it. And IceKnight with a quick 3-0 to advance towards finals.
Yeah, really good 3-0 right there from IceKnight. Incredible work. What is happening up there?
They're doing